Hello, caregivers. Hello, caregivers. Let's come in and let me tell you about my journey through my father's sickness, specifically his multiple myeloma. And for those who don't know, multiple myeloma is a form of leukemia and it attacks your bone marrow. And usually, when people have multiple myeloma, they have the option of getting stem cell therapy. So stem cell treatment, stem cell therapy has been controversial because it can involve human cloning. The doctors may use stem cells from umbilical cords, what have you. It has a lot of controversy behind it. And at first, I didn't support it. When I first heard about it and started doing the research, I did not support it. I was like, no, this is wrong. Well, here's how you'll change your mind. Well, this is how I changed my mind. So when my father was diagnosed with multiple myeloma, this was my ninth grade year in high school, and I didn't know what multiple myeloma was. I didn't know it was a form of leukemia, what have you. I just knew he was having a lot of back pain. Well, come to find out, yes, it was attacking his bone marrow because that's where your stem cells are generated. And the doctor gave us the option to do stem cell therapy. And when they told us about it, at first we were just going by the facts and what is the percentage of this is going to be helpful. So they were able to give us that information. We weighed the pros and cons, and it's at the time it was something new. So when I was in ninth grade, this was 2000, year 2000. So wow, 2000 was a long time ago. So this was a new therapy that was introduced, and so we decided to go ahead with the procedure, go ahead with the process. It was very interesting because it involves stem cell transplant, and of course, still have to go through. My father still had to go through chemotherapy. Stem cells were frozen, and then they were put into his body, and it was a long process. And I will give you details about the steps of how we went through that because it was interesting. It was brand new science to me, but when they were introducing the benefits and the percentages of how it was going to be effective, then I was like, okay, let's try it. Let's try it. Now, of course, me, I'm not the one who has, multiple myeloma. I was just a child. I was just a high school at this time. But I was like, whatever we need to do to help my father get better. So I was like, let's try this. It wasn't ultimately up to me, but getting that information, and I like to find out the facts. Give me the facts. I don't like to include a whole lot of emotion in my decisions. I just need to see the numbers. Give me the facts. Give me the benefits of it. Sometimes I put my emotions aside just so I can make a well educated decision, whether it's about my personal life, health, finances, what have you. And in this case, even though it was a controversy subject, even though it was new science, it greatly benefited my father. And it helped to cure his multiple myeloma. It helped to subside those the back pain he was having, the tiredness. So it was an interesting battle. And next week I'll go into more details about the steps and the process and how he was smelling like, garlic for a little while. But there are times where you have to change your mind about things. Yes, on the surface it may be controversial, but on the individual case, yes, for a greater perspective, it's not good. But on an individual case, and that's what I had to do. I had to look at this situation, specialize. It's like, how is stem cell therapy going to help my family in this case? Not so much of all the science, what they're trying to push and everything. It's direct. How's it directly benefiting or affecting my family? So I'll go through that process later in the week with you all, but stem cell therapy for multiple myeloma. I'm not saying you have to do it. I'm just saying it benefited my father, and he's still alive today.